Hello, everyone. Welcome back to I Like It Raw with your girl Mikala Leinani. I am the owner, host, and creator of I Like It Raw podcast, and here I talk about anything raw, taboo, real, things that people don't typically like to get into. I get into that right here. So, again, I just want to thank y'all so much for joining me. If you are a returning listener, welcome back, let me stop. Um, you know, I have been busy. I've been very busy, and I am so grateful. I mean, the word gratitude can't even describe the immense feeling of happiness, feeling blessed, gratitude, love, passion that I feel. And it really stands out to me that the past few weeks that I have been working my ass off, doing what I'm supposed to do, doing what I love to do, that this is real. Yesterday I was doing a table read for a new movie that I'm going to be in. Just finished rehearsing a movie that I'm about to be in, where we should be shooting maybe next month. But I just did a table read for a new movie that I'm going to be in. Not the one that I'm about to film next week or next month, but another one. And when we were doing the table read, I just had to sit there and I was starting to smile. We did this over Zoom, and I honestly just started smiling, y'all, because this shit is so real. And it's a different type of feeling when you actually are achieving and doing what you love to do. And I can have nothing but gratitude for that, because I was willing, and I'm always willing, to take that step outside of the norm to achieve what I really want to do in life and actually fulfill my purpose, excuse me. But you have to be willing to make the sacrifice of, sometimes having that steady paycheck. Like, sometimes you have to go into the unknown to receive what you've been praying for. And man, this episode is already taking a turn, because now I kind of really want to touch on the fact that a lot of the times you'll pray for something for so long. You're asking Spirit, Jesus, God, whoever you collude with, you're asking them to send you the things that you need, send you the tools, you're asking to be sent the wealth, the abundance, and all those type of things, and the tools that you need. But when those things come, if it isn't the actual outcome of the things that you need, or if it's not the actual outcome of what you want, you're looking at the tools as something that you don't need. And that's what is a big mistake. Like, you can't look at things like that. I was actually watching this guy's TikTok, and he was talking about the fact that, people will pray. There was this guy on the island. He's praying to be saved. He's praying to be saved from this island because he has nothing to eat. He's ready, to be saved. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing all this praying, and there comes a helicopter. He is sitting there looking at the helicopter. The people on the helicopter like, hello, do you need help? We're here to save you. And he's like, nah, I'm waiting on Spirit. So they leave. The next day, or that night, he's still praying like, Spirit, please come save me. Come save me. I need you. A boat comes the next rising. They're like, hello, we're here to save you. Do you need us? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I'm waiting on Spirit. Now, the thing is, the next night, he's praying, and that rising, he dies. And he dies because he already sent away the tools that Spirit was sending to save him. So I guess when he dies, he gets into heaven or wherever you feel like you go in your afterlife, asking Spirit, why didn't you save me? I was here. Why didn't you save me? And he's like, bro, I sent a helicopter and I sent a boat, bro. You at this lone island damn near in the Bermuda Triangle, and I sent you tools to get you off that island, but you rejected them because you're thinking that Spirit looks in some sort of way. It looks like you have this preconceived idea of what you think Spirit looks like, or what you think your goals look like, or what you think success looks like. But it may not be what you think it looks like. You know what I'm saying? He done got all these boats, got the goddamn helicopter, and nigga, you in the Bermuda Triangle, and you over here rejecting the tools because you think it doesn't look like spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be stubborn to opening your mind outside of what you think the reality for you is. Because truth be told, you don't know what that looks like. That's why they say journeying into the unknown. You have to be willing to take that step into something you don't know, because let's be honest, every time you even fucking talk, bro, you don't know the next word that's going to come out of your mouth. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking, I don't really know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to just say it. I'm going into the unknown. And when I started this podcast episode, this episode was supposed to be something entirely different. I already had an idea of what I wanted to discuss, but Spirit took me in a whole different way. I'm going down a whole different path. This is a whole different episode. I'm still going to film that episode nonetheless, but right now I have to talk about this. Now, seeing as though life is changing a lot. You got the shit on the TV talking about all these, the COVID, whatnot. You got all the wars, all the killings, shootings. I mean, you have so much going on. And a lot of times, I'm not a person that watches TV. I just don't. I don't care about the news. I don't care about watching TV. I don't even like watching shows. I actually started watching TV and I watched a movie. Watch Street Code Broken, y'all. It is on Amazon Prime. I got a few homeboys in that. My homeboy directed it. Well, shit, yeah, producer is a whole different thing, but he directed it. He wrote and directed. Or I think he might have just wrote it. Whatever. I got homeboys in that movie. I watched the movie. It was so heart-wrenching. Y'all, I was boo-hoo-hooing. Like, I cry. And if I'm crying, like, you're going to see tears run down my face. I ain't like, I was, like, that is a great movie to watch. And I actually took the time to watch because Spirit told me, even in one of my readings today, I need to sit here and watch movies because that's how I get better. And no, it's not the avenue I would typically take because I don't care watching TV. I don't care watching movies and shit because I feel like most of the time your mind could get infiltrated with thoughts and I don't want to say ways of being, but in some sense, ways of being that aren't good for you. And especially in a lot of the TV shows, especially on the news, what are they doing? They're just spreading negative messages. And some people be like, oh, well, you need to watch it to be aware. I don't need to be aware of some shit that I already know is going on. The world is already fucking crazy. I don't need to see it 24/7. Because then a lot of the times people get stuck in this mindset like, well, you got to be careful. Yes, you have to be careful. No shit. But I'm not about to be afraid to walk out my house. I'm not about to be afraid to take a drive down the street and get on the freeway because there's a lot of freeway shootings lately. There's a lot of road rage going on. I'm not about to limit myself and be afraid to do what I want to do because of what is going on all around the world. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I know the shit. I don't need to see this shit on TV 24/7 because the news is already only showing you what they want you to see. And so you have this narrow vision of not opening your mind and opening your sight to what is really out there, what's truly out there, to being open-minded to a different route. So let me tell you this. Say you take the same route to work. You get on the freeway. You do that shit 24/7. You get up at the same time, get on the freeway to go to the same job that you fucking hate. I'm going to just leave it like that. Now, say you decide to wake up early. Like, say you don't even decide to wake up early. You just end up waking up early because, I'll wake up at different times of the night. But you just wake up early. You wake up maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours early. And today, you decide to go ahead and take you a nice, slow shower. You decide to say affirmations while you're in that shower. You know what I'm saying? You decide to leave your house earlier to go to work, but you decide to take a scenic route. And then let's say you see 2 turkeys. Because in Michigan, you see some wild turkeys just walking on the street nowadays. Okay? but you see two turkeys. And for you, that could be a sign. It could be a wonderful sign of something greater. It could be a sign of you finally deciding to leave this job that you hate, or to go to this job that you hate with a different mindset so you can have a different outcome at this job. And again, if that's something that you hate and you don't want to do it anymore, maybe you take that decision, or you make that decision to depart from that job. You go to work, you give them your 2 weeks, and you actually start to plot and plan on what you truly been wanting to do all this time. You have to be able to change the outlook. You have to be able to be more open-minded and more willing to a different path. Okay? But you have to be willing to make that change. It's not something that will just happen. Because there's things that you have to do in order for things to come out the way you want. And I'm not saying the way you want is going to be the same. Your journey isn't going to be the way you want. Hell, the outcome may not even be the way you want, but it's going to be better for you. I can tell you that. Hell, I was even talking to my mom about manifesting, right? And the fact that if you want to manifest everything you want in life, because yes, everybody wants to have financial freedom. You want to be able to have this $1,000,000 house if that's what you choose to do, and do whatever you want to do. Go wherever you want to go. Do whatever. You're financially free. So she wants to win the lottery. I ask her, okay, how would you winning the lottery, what would you look like? How would you be as a person? What changes would you make within yourself to be the person in the future that wins that manifestation, that lottery, since that's what you want to do? Because you can't be the same person that you've been for years expecting a different result. You just can't. It's impossible. It doesn't happen like that. It's like you wishing somebody gonna change and they never change because you over here thinking they doing the same fucking thing. It's insanity to think the same thing is gonna get you different results. It's insanity. So you want to manifest this abundance. You want to win the lottery. How are you going to change yourself to be that person that won the lottery? Are you eating healthier now? Are you smiling more now? Are you going out more now? Are you working out more now? Are you giving to people more? Are you taking time for yourself more to actually sit and meditate and actually go into the depths of your spirit to figure out things, to remove blockages? Are you doing the work that's necessary for you to be able to bring that manifestation closer to you? Because I'm telling you, being the same person is not going to get you there. You have to be open, because the tools lie within you, first of all. The tools lie within you. Like I said, you got this man calling Spirit. Spirit, please, I need this help. I need this help. And he's sending you the help. The tool was you speaking on it. But you missed out on the reward of you bringing that tool into your realm, because you have this preconceived idea of what your tool or what your outcome is supposed to look like. How are you going to get different results being the same? You're not. He kept doing the same thing, praying and missing out on the tools that was sent. How was he going to be saved? He wasn't. The thing is, he had to change his mindset on what spirit looked like. He had to be open to what spirit is, because spirit is everything and nothing at all at the same time. Okay? He had to open his horizons to see that, okay, I used my tool. I brought my manifestation of Savior. Now, let me go into this fucking helicopter, or let me get on this boat and be saved. He could have actually brought the outcome of his tool. Like his tool could have worked and brought him the favorable outcome that he wanted. And it could have even got him more. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, he had this preconceived idea of what it should have been. You're asking for something, not changing what you're doing and expecting the results that you want. It doesn't work like that. You all have to do the work. We all have to do the work. I have to do the work. This shit just doesn't transpire, It just don't happen. And a lot of the time, it's letting go of old habits, old mindsets, shit that just doesn't serve you anymore. People, environments, substances. Substances. I'm gonna say this for the people in the fucking back. Substances. Substances. Because I talked about this in a previous episode. We be sitting in the same shit because we're comfortable, because you don't want to lose people, but everybody is not supposed to be on the journey with you. There are people who are here for a season, bro. And you have to be able to accept that. No matter how hard it is. And I don't even like to say how hard it is, because it's not hard. It shouldn't be hard to choose yourself over everybody. Fuck how much you love someone. If they doing you bold, I'm going to have to choose myself, baby. If I love someone and they're doing me right and I choose them, I'm still choosing myself, because I'm always looking out for my best interest. And it's not being selfish in any way, but I know what I need to do. I know the tools that I have and that I will use, and the work that I have to do on myself to get where I want to be. You can't be stuck wondering why you are where you are if you're not willing to use your tools and to change how you need to be to receive the outcome that you want. So earlier in this episode, I told y'all I did a reading on myself. Yes, I do tarot readings. So if you want one, definitely let me know. I do charge, but I do like to be able to aid people in their journey as well. And a lot of the time, it just be about letting shit go. It be about letting shit go. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You know what I'm saying? When I do a tarot reading, this is shit you don't know, but you need to hear from somebody you don't know to accept, like, goddamn, how the fuck you know that? Because you know that. The fuck? That's how I know, because you know. But anywho, I was doing the reading on myself, and I also got this card. Basically lack and victimhood. I don't know if it's victimhood or victim something, but it's basically saying to not try and victimize yourself, because you're not a victim in what happens to you. And this is going to hurt so many people's feelings, because there's a lot of people that don't like to take accountability and that like to blame others. Regardless, you were in a toxic relationship, the fact that you go back time and time again, whose fault is that? It's yours. Yeah, one time, shame on them. 2 times, shame on you. 3 times, what the fuck? 4 times, bro, you just asking for this shit. You can't continuously do the same thing expecting something different. Open your mind. Know what is there for you. Change yourself in order to change your life. It starts with you. It really does. But all in all, I mean, I just want to inspire others to be able to make those sacrifices and melt those masks that they put on themselves to be better for yourself. You always have to choose you. And again, it's not even out of being selfish or anything like that. But in order to be the best version of yourself, to have what you want, you have to choose you. Fuck how much you care about somebody. If they doing you wrong, choose you. Even if they ain't doing you wrong, because people don't have to be doing you fucking blatantly fucking bold and shit. But if you know being in that person's energy doesn't serve you, or being in that environment, or using that substance, or having that item doesn't serve you, choose you. Don't think spirit looks a certain way. Do you see how many different people are on this world? We are all forms of spirit, okay? Everybody don't look the same for a reason. There's people that you meet and you don't know how they look because you just don't know them. But that is spirit. It's a tool. It's something that you're supposed to use for your elevation. And not saying to use people, but obviously you use people in the right way to elevate yourself. It's just a part of the game. I'm used by other people to elevate themselves because I am teaching them a lesson that they need to learn. Ain't no hard feelings. I'm doing the same. We are all here to elevate. And especially in this time, you cannot be bullshitting. The world is changing, y'all. This shit is getting really intense. And if you don't decide to choose you now, you might not get that chance. You just might not get that chance. And I don't want to say it like that because I want to say in some way you will always have a chance because you will. But I don't want people to have to relive their own misery because they didn't choose their self in the first place. Because they didn't open their mind to what spirit is. Because they didn't take out this preconceived idea and thought of what it's supposed to look like. Because they didn't want to step back and take into account, you might have to take a different path. The goal that you want may not be the actual goal that you're supposed to have and the goal that you need. Open your mind. You open your mind, you open yourself, you open your life. You open yourself up for all things here for your highest good. That's how this works. But I'm going to go ahead and cap this episode off right here. I want to give you all my thanks. I appreciate you all so much for coming to listen to this. Please make sure if you are watching this on YouTube that you share this video. You share it, like it, subscribe, comment, and let me know how you feel. Tell me the things that you've been through that make you see things differently now. And if you're going through a spiritual awakening, what caused this awakening for you if you want to be open and share? Any hate comments, I don't do that shit. That shit get deleted. I don't do any of that shit, bro. Y'all should get deleted and blocked. I don't read comments like that. I will read it and see if it's negative. But if it's not, hey, and I do read comments and I'll respond. But like I said, if it's negative, that shit gone. I don't even let that shit in my force field, bro. So this is a safe space. And if you are listening to me on any of your major platforms, please just make sure you go ahead and share this episode around. Like, I truly appreciate the love and the support that I get. If you are on IG, follow me there at Mikala Leinani, Mikalaleinani. Follow the podcast Instagram at I Like It Raw Podcast. And your girl is a realtor. So if you need a house sold, if you're trying to purchase a home, come to me. You can also follow me at my realtor IG page at It's MK, or It's Officially MK. But yeah, I just want to give y'all my gratitude because me being able to do this is part of my journey. And I'm grateful to be able to do this. I'm grateful to choose myself and do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, make sure y'all stay high, strapped up, and safe. And I'll see y'all in my next episode.